The Middle East is once again on the edge. A ceasefire between Iran and the United States is still holding, but new Israeli attacks in Lebanon and the continued disruption of oil shipping through the Strait of Hormuz are now threatening to push the region back toward war. On April 10th, Israeli forces carried out fresh strikes in southern Lebanon and near Beirut. According to local reports, at least 14 people were killed today, while more than 200 people have died over the last 2 days of attacks. Iran says the attacks on Lebanon break the ceasefire agreement reached earlier this week. Tehran believes the deal was meant to stop fighting across the entire region. Israel disagrees, saying the ceasefire only applies to direct fighting between Iran, Israel, and the United States. Today, Iranian officials issued one of their strongest warnings so far. Iran's parliament speaker said that time is running out and warned that Tehran could leave the ceasefire completely if Israeli strikes in Lebanon continue. At the same time, the United States and Iran are preparing for urgent talks in Pakistan. Senior American and Iranian officials are expected to meet tomorrow in Islamabad. Diplomats say the talks may be the final chance to stop the conflict from expanding. The other major crisis is the Strait of Hormuz. Around 1/4 of the world's seaborne oil normally passes through this narrow waterway. But even after the ceasefire, many ships remain unable or unwilling to enter. As oil shipments slow down, fuel prices are beginning to rise again. Traders fear that if the Strait of Hormuz stays partly blocked, petrol and energy prices could increase further across Europe, the United States, and Asia. U.S. President Donald Trump said today that American warships are being rearmed and warned that the United States is ready to act if Iran refuses to follow the agreement. The White House is increasing pressure on Tehran ahead of tomorrow's talks. For now, the ceasefire still survives. But with violence continuing in Lebanon and oil shipping still disrupted, the region remains dangerously close to a new and wider war. The next 24 hours could decide whether the Middle East moves toward peace or back into conflict.